I get your message. I see two good things. I say right.
Oh yeah! When you try to talk about whole wheat bread, don't let nobody fool you. They target these things.
Hey, man, clean boss.
He wrong to understand each other.
You want to see if I have you?
No, right. Do I say so? When
That's an effort.
who tell you that?
Oh, you go sit down there and think about nothing.
Blessings, 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 blessings.
Yeah, I like how I just say that. How you gonna sit down there and think about nothing?
Oh yeah, welcome.
Rubber Dub in the house.
Inside. Just see what's going on.
Master Control, we get a little feedback
Yeah.
in the studio here. So yeah, make sure our mic's not in the monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, only realize them fellas playing tag team on there.
One in, one out.
Yeah, sack in, sack out. Last week was Alan out. So I know the show. But Alan had a prior commitment,
yeah.
so he had to miss out tonight. Just letting you guys know. But you know, always nice to see you all in the neighborhood hanging around. You know, so this Rubber Dub is all. So, but people out in Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Vincent. I think we had some news on St. Vincent tonight. Hey, the first time I went St. Vincent, partners, is the first time I saw black beach sand.
Black beat sand.
Black. When I tell you black, you see how this jersey looking?
We are that here.
Not like this, boy. I never see this here.
Yeah, how to go Manzan certain time of the day.
Nah. Actually, it was close to the volcano in St. Vincent.
Right.
When I saw this thing, black, just like how my jersey looking. So from a distance, you see it shining. It's like pitch. I said, black beach, man. Yeah, boy. So when I saw the video tonight on the news, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, well, I understand they're looking at some developments with the La Soufre.
Yeah,
Volcano, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
some beans.
Yeah, it's supposed, from what I understand, and well, I'm not a seismologist or whatever they call it, but I understand it is directly tied to the volcano in St. Lucia. Because St. Lucia has a soufre in St. Lucia, and that's the real soufre that most people know about. But I understand
there's one in Montserrat as well.
But I don't think his name's soufre.
I can't remember the name of that one.
But that, yeah boy,
I
had the privilege of seeing that one up close, partners.
Which one?
Montserrat? Oh, no boy, Island. People were living around that, you. But for me,
when I hear the little Paparo thing, some years back, I get frightened here. It's volcano.
And the volcano actually erupted, nothing big, but it actually erupted while we were there, the few days that we were here. But boy, people get frightened from miles away. You see the fire spew up in the air and the smoke and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we see Uncle Aaron now pass it.
Yeah, the man himself.
Then I get right, Uncle Aaron.
Listen, before we take this any further, let me do the normal thing. We have to be proper with this thing.
Yes.
There's a standard, there's a procedure, there's a way we do this thing on Guyana.
Bring the things. Big tune.
Jillian,
some biscuit on,
take it away.
When will there be an end to this hunger? We must help, leave no stone unturned. It's time for us to show more concern. Now is the time to do the things you said. Now is the time to help in every way. Now is the time to show that you really care. Now is the time to show some unity. Now is the time to help humanity. Yeah, now is the time.
We must work to maintain the culture.
So we can be sure they will have a future.
Every child should have enough food to eat. To live a life that's healthy and sweet. Now is the time.
The richness of your heart.
Now is the time.
The weakness lay apart.
Now is the time.
Don't show that you really care.
Now is the time.
Don't let your brothers down.
Now is the time.
Let's turn it all around.
Now is the time. Our history shows that we are one people.
So obviously we are part of this struggle. Let us prove what we're talking about. Oh, let us show love. Let us pour it out.
Now is the time.
The heavens of Africa.
Now is the time.
Famine and hunger.
Now is the time.
Oh, send them a little bread.
Now is the time.
See the children of this world.
Now is the time.
With all your heart and soul. Now is the time.
To do the things you say. Now is the time. To help and
is the time.
Now is the time.
Now is the time, boy.
Now
For
is
Rubber
the
Dub
time.
Dub. And we inside.
Back inside. Hey, boy, watching some crazy things happening around the world here.
Yeah,
This thing.
yeah, the place
Yeah.
iffy.
Now with COVID, you know, yeah, so. A woman in Egypt was briefly detained after being accused of baking indecent cakes. Apparently, she did some. She did some very sexy looking cakes. Yeah, I'll put on bikini and all that on the cake.
Which part is?
In Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah.
I may have to go there.
She get locked up. Yeah.
I'm going to go there. Egypt.
See,
Indecent
nah.
cake.
Yeah.
This place really crazy, yes.
Well, every country had a thing, yeah. And I mean, very good. We might look at that and smile and pass it as a joke. To them, that is
Serious thing.
yeah, that's serious thing. That's serious.
Well, I see on the medical front, as we on serious thing, I see the medical board pull back the letter and start an inquiry into the whole Dr. Sao.
I ain't read the whole thing, yeah, but I saw that.
But my thing is, so how you issue a letter to the man, I would think a letter of reprimand or some kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't do no inquiry, you know. What kind of back to front thing is that? You're thinking on emotion. You have to, I don't know how this country runs sometimes, you know.
But no only,
right?
but not only that, my thing is with that whole issue. I don't know if you remember, there was another issue sometime before.
That's
A
with the-
female
yeah,
doctor.
The female,
Right.
the nurse.
Yeah.
Something was on this.
I mean, she came out, she apologized, she said, yeah, I did say a thing, but you know, I was hot in the head at the time, whatever. And she said she thing, but she apologized. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why we seen ABC News there.
Hey, director!
That's right.
Director!
Yeah, so she came out and she apologized and thing. But to now, she can't get back, she won't.
She can't work nowhere.
One vendor, she's selling to Loom Morgan and
She blacklisted. She got blacklisted by the medical
But
board.
what was so different from what she did to what this other fella did?
You see, racist remarks is racist remark, and it doesn't matter
Exactly.
what you say and who you say it to. You know.
Exactly.
But once it comes out,
Yeah.
you should be dealt with. I mean, so I hope that good sense would prevail in this matter. I mean, it's not nice to hear somebody might have to lose the practice or the
Yeah.
license, as the case may be. But I mean, good sense had to prevail. You know, and if what good for one, good for all.
Well,
so,
hopefully, yeah. Hopefully.
so we'll see how that work out.
Hopefully. Yeah, as I talk about that, I saw last week I talked about something. And a friend of mine sent me, I didn't get to follow it up to be honest, a friend of mine sent me a photo that had to do with the Second Star thing, where they were investigating him to see if they could lay some charges for breach of COVID regulations, etc.,
Really?
because of how the crowd was behaving or misbehaving.
They saw that. They saw the
Yes,
crowd.
that's what they say
They
on
saw that?
video.
On video.
They said
I looked at the same. I looked at the.
no,
program.
let's no hold on. I want to hear what you're saying because it wasn't here last week. I want to hear what you're saying because when I listen, and again, I'm not saying that the commissioner said this, but what I heard on the news, they said that this is what they were looking at, and they came to the conclusion that it was a theft disguised as a concert because people was in their seat dancing. No, as I say, if it is, if you tell me people,
they keep the fat in Queen's Hall.
yeah, it's just thing by itself, right? Now, if you're telling me people were sitting too close to each other, no problem, I can take that. 6 feet apart. So you skip a couple chairs, just sit down. Skip a couple chairs, sit down. But if you tell me sit down, chair, and you have like a group, I can take that. You're not social distancing. If you want to make a case for that, no problem. But don't tell me because people dancing in their seat by themselves, it is suddenly a fete. Nah, man. But nevertheless, I say that to say, but I already hear what you have to say. But I saw a picture of sometime after the fact where the commissioner and second star, they give it an elbow bounce.
Well, they had a meeting at,
Yeah.
at the old commissioner's residence in front, I think it's somewhere by the barracks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still the commissioner's residence now,
Yeah.
but I know that was, you would know it as the old residence. So
Yeah.
they had a meeting and whatever. So I think good sense would prevail in that situation as well, because I would have looked at the program and to me, you couldn't identify a crowd,
No, there wasn't.
right?
People
You
was
couldn't even
spaced out.
no, but you couldn't see the people.
Barely, yeah.
You could
yeah.
barely see the people.
There's the one or two in front because of the spill from the light. And
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of ridiculous because Queen's Hall could hold over what? Probably like 400 to 500,
no,
600.
Queen's Hall could take 750.
700.
But they catered for 200.
So
So that's not
then
even half.
They well under the half.
Exactly.
And once everybody's space,
Yeah.
once
I
everybody's
feel that, you know, you always
yeah,
early.
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
that,
yeah.
boy.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Speak on.
Speak on here. Rubber Dub Dub. Speaker.
Hello.
Hello. Volume up. Volume right up.
Neighbor, you there?
Neighbor call me back. You go sort it out. Yeah, we lost that one. Hope the money ain't done on the phone. Nevertheless, I mean, I looked at the program. And I was in awe when I heard about the whole idea of bringing charges.
Why?
You know, I mean, we have to be careful as a society how we just jump to things and we want to bring charges without evidence, because the law is a serious thing and the law is very specific. Or every single law is very specific. So the only way you could get from point A to point B is by going through all the different hurdles in the middle.
Yeah.
Can't just say you're jumping, you see this and you're going to charge somebody.
And that's my thing. If you see a clear breach of the regulation, by all means,
do what you have
with
to
them.
do what you have to. But I think that situation was
but I mean, when I hear that whole dancing, I said, nah.
dancing in your seat.
How come dancing is what makes a fed? No, and people go fed and don't move.
Yeah.
They sit on the cooler for the whole evening, you know, whatever.
Well, I wouldn't even reach so far as to calling that a fete.
It can be.
A fete in Queen's Hall.
Nah, yes, no, it don't. You see, and the thing, and you see, that says something. It means we jumping on these bandwagon, not having a proper understanding what is what.
A fete in
What really is a
Queen's
fete
Hall,
at the end of the day? What really are the ingredients for a fete? You understand? I mean, think about the regular fetes that people go to,
throughout that whole
and think about
show,
concerts and other events that they see in Queen's Hall.
the only person I was able to see properly was the artist. Throughout the whole show, there were glimpses of people in the event. I tell you, like very, very faint glimpses of people.
Yeah.
Right? So I would like to see them dissect that footage and get people
But it was nice to see them
and charge them for dancing.
in the seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it was nice to see that they reached some kind of amicable thing, and
I mean,
was
the
good, and
whole
both of them were smiling and stuff like that.
For me, what he did was put the argument about a virtual event to rest. People talking about virtual events and how you go do it and you might make money but if you're just in it to make a money, well then we know, well then you mightn't really, but if you're in it because you have a product that you're trying to sell, and I think that should be the main outlook when you're talking virtual, whether it's carnival or concerts, events, fete, whatever you want to call it. The whole thing is that these people have a product. And if you want your product not just to die for this year, because next year we could have carnival. So if you want your product to keep that little bit of momentum, then virtual is the only way, as it is right now, that you could go.
Is that virtual?
It's a virtual.
Is that virtual real?
So you could contact Sunlight Studios, TT, and
go do
inside.
Yeah. National put on the button. 4771121. we have an event coming in with the live stream, and you know we come and sort you out.
Oi.
Yeah,
Not a fet, eh? We ain't doing no fet.
No.
Let's put that out there.
We do concerts.
Yeah. If it's a fet, then you know. I mean, I would really like. I saw something with some hey, what? What you doing? How things? Everything good? So everything good with you? Where going? You was behind me just now. Yeah. Close it off. Right. Yeah. That was
I'm still a Tommy Cameron. You organize it.
Next week. Next week. I see Soca Mona going virtual also. Road match.
Okay.
So it's good to see that they're looking at that kind of.
I want to see how they're doing road match though. Because they're not on the road. So what are you doing? Road
Votes,
match?
might be votes. There might be votes. So
Right.
you know you could sing a Savannah Grass and get through this year.
Well,
Let's see.
Well, this raises some consideration because if it is, let's just say for argument's sake, that we in this position for some years, so the carnival as we know it
Has to change.
then we
Has
can't
to
call it
change.
road match anymore.
Call it virtual match.
You have to call it something else. You have to find some other name. You can't call it road. Although we know what it means. But the reason I call it road match because it has to do with some
the
of
road,
it
the
on
road,
the
the
road
road.
at specific points. If we don't have that, then you can't call it road match anymore. Call it song of the year or some kind of different, but you can't call it road match. Just for the sake of tradition. If the tradition change. Because are we going to wait until after 10 years of doing it, then we realize like we came back to after 10 years.
Somebody want to know if the church doesn't affect. Because people just be dancing.
But this is what I said.
Praising and worshiping.
This is what I said.
I don't know. I don't know what's
No, I raise the argument too because if dancing is the logic for determining whether it's a fit or not, then anytime people dance is a
So
fit.
you can't wind on the chair.
But not only that, so I can dance home. If I decided
No, you will be fetting.
some nice music thing and I decide to put my wife
You will be fetting.
and we really think we fetting home.
You can't listen bungee home. You will be fetting. Bungee
Nah,
boy. Pressure.
Nah, man. But as I said, I like the elbow bounce. Everything settled.
They get you.
And
They
there was
get
some
you.
kind of understanding, you know.
They get you. I think we need to we need to understand the whole virtual aspect of life now. This is it here, you know.
Yeah.
School, party or concert as they want to call it. There somewhere up in Europe side where they actually had a social distancing, like in a concert, an actual concert with a live band on stage.
Yeah.
And they had what do you call that? Like 12 by 12
Yeah.
rise with tent.
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
and
So you have your
like
own little thing.
a whole set.
Yeah.
And you know you come as a group and like if it's 6 people or whatever.
Yeah.
So you have to get creative
Yeah.
now.
I saw one
Now's the time to get
is a
creative.
set of like 4-foot tables,
Right.
a chair on either side,
Okay.
and they spread out. So
And
you
they
and
go
one
down
person,
the-
that's it.
Yeah.
And next 6 feet, one. Go down again, bam bam, and they spread out like that.
You gotta
Sit
get
down there,
creative.
stay
The
in the
guys,
seat.
promoters. I see there's
You gotta
a.
find ways to do
I don't know if it's a something that around long time. I think it's either promoters association. I'm trying to figure out. Promoters.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Well, I only saw that recently. So I would think it's a new thing. They had a meeting. I think they wanted to have a meeting with probably like NCC and the minister and that kind of thing. So, I mean, I even heard the Mr. Aboud, the chairman of the downtown merchants, what it's called. They even saying about a virtual carnival and or a carnival on the road, and they're talking about the costumes.
Yeah, you want to
should be
do a
certain-
scale down version or
a
something.
certain width to keep
Yeah.
the distance and that. And I mean, it's good to you know, some people would dismiss the idea.
Yeah.
When I heard it, to me, I was very skeptical about it. But when you sit down and you think, you know, maybe it could work, maybe it won't work, but how you would know?
Well, And not only that, the thing about it, my thing with arguments like these is that we cannot be ignorant to the fact that things change.
Yeah.
What Carnival is now, it was not that 10 years ago. It definitely wasn't that 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
But
and
then-
it changed because of circumstance.
There's already a live aspect to Carnival because people
Yeah.
just see it all over the world. Right? Carnival is streamed
It
to
changes, it changes.
all types, all over the world. So now it's just to integrate the fact that they can't have actual bodies or too
Yeah.
much actual bodies.
I saw a poster for St. Martin. I know Trini's watching it and grieving it.
St. Martin
St.
Carnival.
Martin Carnival.
Like the same.
Yeah. And they have, well, I don't know to what extent, but they have things, they have parade the bands, they have the kiddies
But
section, kind of
but
thing.
being someone who would have gone to Up the Islands Carnival in the past,
Yeah.
it's uncomparable to ours.
No, I know, but one thing.
So they could get away with
No, I
it.
know, but what I'm saying, I know a lot of people were looking at it and simply saying, well, look, St. Martin have Carnival.
Yeah.
They're not taking all those factors into consideration. And that's one of the problems. We don't take
They don't have they don't
take
have
it
like
facts.
20,000-30,000 people on the road.
I know, I
That's the
understand.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a lot smaller,
correct.
you know. So I mean, they had to grieve this
No,
year
no, only that. Their COVID scenario is not
different,
like ours
yeah,
either.
different.
So we have to take all those factors into consideration. And we say no, it with your mouth full.
I mean, don't talk about
Yeah, don't talk with your mouth. Don't talk with your mouth.
Oh my goodness. But I mean, people will lose out, is one thing because we are the vendors,
Yeah.
we are people who make masks, you know, we are the sound systems, right? We are DJs, all these people. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the reality of the world. It's not to say it happening to Trinidad alone.
But you see, they tried to mash up Bonjour the other day.
What is that?
He put out something, not he put out, let me correct, don't put out. CNC3 News reported him saying, making some statement about, don't forget the people who lose their jobs during the carnival. But he went into a whole explanation
Yeah.
and just to say that carnival is not just Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
It's a whole season that starts from sometime
Yeah,
just
it
before
is.
Christmas, come
Yeah.
down and goes after.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the artists in terms of like himself, Ian, Marshall, and no, it's not about them. There are a whole heap of people that do the majority of the yearly business during the
Yeah.
carnival time. Vendors.
Yeah.
All that kind. It's a whole set of things to look at. So it's not just artists lose jobs.
People
There are a
save
lot of
money.
people, yeah, there are a lot of people that look forward to the carnival season because people just sleep in their boat.
Yeah, well,
I know
yeah.
people are,
Yeah,
they put bed everything and they literally moving
You have to.
for like 2 months or that kind of thing.
Yeah, inside.
And they're
inside.
home, that's it, for 2 months. They make their money and then they go back to their regular home after that.
Well, the most you can do is hope that
So
by
it's a lot involved. It's a lot.
this year that we see a better outcome to the COVID-19 situation as seeing up in England where they locked down again because of this new mutant strain, as they call it, a mutant strain. You know, so
But
we just had to watch.
I saw it in
We
one of
had to
the-
take
one of my-
pattern from the world.
in one of my WhatsApp groups, somebody posted something where the US right now taking some licks on that from the
Yeah.
new strain now.
Okay.
So he said the UK lockdown. How come the US?
Yeah, man.
No, how come they haven't? They're
Already.
battling with that already, and the UK lockdown.
It reached.
How it
Somebody
reached
bring
there?
it,
So
somebody
it's
bring it.
really each other. how
Somebody
it reached
bring
there.
it,
But not
somebody
only that, the thing is too.
The media.
Although, well, what I say, although travel lockdown, shipping a lockdown.
No shipping in lockdown.
Things still moving from point A to point B, and you don't know what kind of measures they're using on that end. For instance,
When ports close, then we will feel.
You understand?
We really.
for instance,
see
I
what-
ordered some stuff from
It'll be
Amazon
crazy.
the other day.
Take out what 3 weeks.
I don't, no, not the time. I don't know what kind of measures, safety
Yeah,
measures are going
yeah.
through there.
Who handle
That
it
reach
and
here.
that kind of thing.
So that could very well have brought the virus with it. I hoping, we hoping that update are doing what they're supposed to do, but we know very well that doesn't always be the case.
Yep.
You understand? Look at the was the A300 Airbus?
Yeah.
Everybody assumed
The safest thing.
that they was doing all the necessary safety measures, and look at them one after the next, a set of planes just crash and kill a set of people. So you really don't know what they're doing. You're really hoping that, and the thing is, these all documents and all kind of things signed there and like official, ready to go. But you don't know what really happened underneath. So I would not be surprised to hear that we get 2 cases of the new COVID strain. Why? Because although the people locked down from traveling, goods and products still moving from point A to point B.
Everything coming like normal.
Everything coming.
Somebody had to handle it at some
exactly,
point in time.
and you don't know.
Yeah. And then this vaccine thing now, well, that is an that is an next crazy thing because people take the vaccine and then 2-3 days after they get COVID.
Yeah, man.
I can't
No,
understand. What man?
I saw a video. This one, I still kind of baffled. Ask the man, so after you take this vaccine, does it prevent you from getting COVID? No.
No, it don't prevent you from getting COVID.
Yeah. Will it stop it from spreading? No. Will it do it? No. Will it? No. Everything is no. So then why taking the vaccine for again? If I have a cold and I take some medication for the cold, it's to get rid of the cold and to prevent the cold from spreading from me to somebody else. But they're telling you that is not going to happen when you take the vaccine. So why taking the vaccine for again? Somebody help me now. Neighbor, help me now. I kind of lost. When I saw it, I was just lost. That just made no sense to me. So all you call now, let me know. Let me hear your thoughts, because I need somebody to clarify that for me. That is the most piece of tats I hear in a long time.
So why are you taking this vaccine?
This is what I said.
What is the point of taking this vaccine?
Somebody had cancer. There's a medication out there. Why they won't take it? Not to cure the disease and to get it out of your system and to prevent it from. But when you're telling me, when I take this COVID vaccine, it does not have those effects. So then what am I taking it for? I didn't understand that at all. That just makes no sense, boy. Or if I not make sense? Call me now. Call me and let me know if that makes sense.
Guys, this is just our views, right?
Yeah.
We are not putting anything out there to make anyone feel
No, everybody had a view,
that
right?
they should do anything that they want to or that they want to.
Friend, if you want to take the vaccine, because maybe you have
we
to
can
travel,
only discuss the matter.
and you feel you need to take the vaccine, that is you. I am just saying the explanation the gentleman gave made no sense to me as to why I need to take this vaccine, because if it doesn't do anything to get the thing out of my system, to stop it from spreading, all that, I don't see the logic. Because I take the vaccine, I come and cough by you, you will still get it from me. Or I could get it from you still. So then why take the vaccine for again? That ain't making no sense.
COVID is a skeptical thing, yes, throughout this, since it started.
Yeah.
Because most of the times, you only know about COVID in the media. You know what anybody come and say, I had COVID. Anybody ever come to you and
No.
for some reason I could never come across somebody.
Actually, well, not direct, but yes, 3 of our family members, I should say 3 of my wife's family, was diagnosed with COVID. Yeah. Thankfully, so far, all of them have recovered. Thankfully, but I also know of, not me personally, but other members of my family, people that they know personally.
Yeah, I haven't come across any.
Yeah, my brother told me about a couple, so another one of my family told me about that they know for a fact had it and died.
Alright.
Yeah, at least 2 locally.
But I know that. Well, let me just already know. They call it man alive.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Rubber Dub Dub. Hello? Say again?
as to why I speak to people that anything against the motorized system.
Willie, you need to mute your TV.
Yeah, I know it is. Just a comment.
Okay.
Just a comment on
You
what.
need to lower your TV, sir.
Load the TV and talk to us on the phone.
You need to lower the TV.
Hello?
Load on the TV and talk to us on the phone.
Right, yeah. No,
Yeah.
basically,
Nicely.
understanding is
Yes.
that it doesn't prevent any of the things other than to make you, other than to prevent you from getting seriously ill.
Okay.
So that's what the rationale is at the moment.
Okay.
With the vaccine.
I think it's important to get that out, because even though it doesn't prevent the spread,
Yeah.
it doesn't prevent you from getting it.
Yeah.
It prevents you from getting seriously ill, which means it reduces the risk of death as a consequence.
Okay. I hear you.
I
I
understand
hear
you.
you. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take that point. I'll take that
Alright.
point. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Right. So and that I understand.
Yeah.
I can understand that the vaccine helps in that sense. It doesn't carry the strain further than probably your point. You know that your life becomes in danger, as the case may be. So that's a good point. Thanks. You know, feel free to call us at 225-9790. Share your views with us. I mean, the topic doesn't have to be about COVID. We having a discussion. This is Rubber Dub Dub.
How about traffic? You want to talk traffic? Let you talk traffic.
But you're not in Trinidad.
Tint.
The traffic,
New tint
tint law coming.
And they coming hard, boy.
Coming dread.
They coming hard.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Uncle Willie.
Uncle Willie, I thought it was you just now. Huh?
No, you know, I just had to give everybody the chance and thing, but I will come in as and when. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Number one. Where Alan?
Yeah, boy. Alan had a prior commitment, so he had to bow out gracefully this evening.
Yeah.
He had a ball gracefully.
Yeah.
All right. I observing according to I observing. One last week was the butcher.
Yeah. Now the baker,
This is Alan. So Eric, you due next week. All right, I'm watching.
Hopefully not.
One in, one out.
One in, one out. All you working offshore.
Sakin.
Right. I also see all you put out all your disclaimer in that all your the views expresses you all you own are not that of the
That's
station.
Correct.
That's
correct is right.
Good, right. But here my thing on the vaccine.
Yeah.
I watching this thing at my age, number one. I not too hurried to take the thing.
Yeah.
Now, by the time we get it in Trinidad, it would have been into people's arms roughly about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Right, by the millions. So by that time, at least we're supposed to see what kind of effect it would have after a 3-month period.
Yeah.
Right.
No. I also observe that I think it's in Norway, about 10 or so much people dead after they take the thing.
Yes.
So I am not too hurry
Yeah.
to be injected with this thing until I feel comfortable, at least after a couple of months.
Yeah.
I look at this thing going into people's arm all over the world, the kind of side effects.
Yeah.
The Jamaican Prime Minister say that?
No, one of the things that I hear people talking about, that they're saying about you must get it just now to travel. That will come, but that have more than a year away before they make that mandatory. So, within all of that, I have enough time to sit down and watch and observe before I decide that yes, I'm comfortable to take this thing. I have no problem with who want to take it. But all to now, I am still on a fact-finding mission for me to understand that is really true.
Yeah.
No, I am no skeptic, but at the same point in time, I'm watching what it is. I see the president-elect. Well, let me say the president because in the next couple hours, he will be president of the United States.
Yeah.
I see all them fellas and them get the thing injected in them. I have a question. How we so sure what them get is what we get?
Thank you. I always say that. Thank you very much.
How we so sure?
Thank you very much.
If you sit down right there and the same vial that you take and you fix up, my boy, I get from that vial.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. But you can't tell me because you send a bottle down here for me and the name, let me just say the vaccine name COVID-19 vaccine. And I see that sticker. That is that inside it. So I am watching, observing, and when I feel comfortable, pal, then and only then would I subject myself, and that have a long time before I go.
Me and you could saddle. Me and you could saddle.
But Alan, me playing that. I'm not Alan Eric. Me playing that. In the meantime, partner.
I ain't no hurry to travel either, so that ain't bother me.
But me, I listen. I will travel.
Yeah.
So me have to worry about that. And as I say, the mandatory requirement for travel, that minimum a year off. That because the thing about it is, you can't tell me that you will make that mandatory and everybody throughout the world have it. You understand? Because look right in America, look at how much problem they seem to vaccinate their own people.
Yeah.
But then they're not only America, you have problem in England, you have problem here, you have problem all over the world. So the only time you could make that mandatory is when you believe 90% of the world had the opportunity to get the vaccine, and then you could make that mandatory.
Yeah.
So, partner,
Correct.
watched on, locked on, and listening as usual.
Thank you,
Right,
Willie.
man, thank you,
Yeah,
Willie.
man. You see, what he said there, you see that? That is it for me, you know. My whole thing with this vaccine, at the end of the day, they had to do what they had to do. But look at how much disease and thing we had for almost decades. You can't find something to work on it, but in a few months, suddenly you could find a working vaccine for something that is more deadly than, at least so you say, more deadly than a lot of things that came in the past. You couldn't find vaccine for those, but in the space of a few months, you could find a working vaccine for this. And I must take it? No. Sorry, I'm not in no hurry to travel. So if that is the case, I good for a while. I like Willie. I good for a while.
Yeah, Willie have the thing down, and people, that is how people need to think, or try to think, you know, do your research, do your own research, you know, look at the trends, read this, read that.
But you know, Jamaican Prime Minister say that?
You have to read.
He said we in no hurry.
I not in a hurry.
We will watch Canada, we will watch UK, we will watch US. Let me see what happens with them first. Then, after 3 months or so, then we could decide how we move with that. But, boy, they all school went, man. Them girls, COVID to school.
Well,
COVID and
well, you know, it's virtual school.
Yeah, but
well, you know, my kids, they go to the private school, so.
okay.
So, I mean, we had a meeting before school open and thing. And we're doing it since March, April, since the second term last year.
Yeah.
Right? Because my big daughter in standard 5 now, so she would have done 1 term last year, well, 2 terms.
SCA coming, but
SCA this year, yeah.
nice.
But I mean, I can't speak for the government schools or for the people whose children go to the government schools, but I can only speak on myself. And so far, it's going good. It's working for me, for my daughters. They're doing well. The teachers are there with them for the day.
Right.
Right. I don't know how true hearsay information is that sometimes in other schools that the teacher leave work and they go on. Right. That's hearsay.
I wouldn't doubt it about
Right. I do not know if it is the truth.
No, I know
happening.
evidence either, but I wouldn't doubt. Knowing our school system, I would not doubt.
Yeah, but
I would not doubt.
I'm trying to get it, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, eight break time at our day. Oh, it's eight break time. Yeah, boy. Yeah, big skit on standby. Yeah. Give them a bag and snack for the day and leave them.
But how they coping with the whole tech style that?
Well, actually, but if I tell you, I just had to wake them up.
Yeah.
Them open the laptop, they log into Zoom.
Okay.
And them going down the road and I just not have much to tell them.
Nice one.
You know, so thank God for that.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
I think it's the children, this new group of children.
Different than the tech.
It's like they born with a little chip in them, so they instantly just kind of gravitating towards them thinking easy.
Yeah, we had tonight, boy. 643 is our remand number, boy. Rubber Dub Dub.
Good day, good night.
What? Yeah, what? Good night.
Yes, good night.
You here in here? You live?
Yeah, I'm good. I know I'm boy. I know tune.
Right, you have a next phone ringing?
No, man, phone.
Yeah, listen to us, talk to us on the phone, don't listen to the TV.
Yeah, you gotta lower the TV.
No. I know my phone.
Load on your TV.
Alan, I try for my TV.
We hear any TV here.
No.
Who we talking to?
Alan, honestly to Alan.
Blacks.
Who's this? Blacks?
Yes, my brother.
Yeah,
What's
now
up?
Alan not here tonight. This is Eric and Alistair, the butcher and the baker. Alan.
And the butcher.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Alan off
Alan-
tonight. He
Alan
has some
off.
other business tonight.
Only I know, yeah.
Okay.
But you had a real good day if you know guys, man.
Yeah, I want to listen cricket tonight, man. I want to watch your match in the morning.
What time is the game? West Indies,
1:30
Bangladesh.
p.m.
What time?
1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I can catch it on Flow Sports.
Yeah, I like to.
Yeah, that.
I know to find it. 219.
Nice, man. That we talking about. So what do you think about this whole COVID vaccine scenario?
It's good and it's bad. One, you have to know where ban it.
Yeah.
Again, it from which one? Because you have one, they say getting a chicken pox on the foot. We
Yeah.
have a friend have some injection stick last week and also his skin started swell in a health center.
Okay.
Well, no more. If you think I take it, you want to live a little longer until make a 95.
Alright, that's nice.
So
I think you're safe without it, man.
I will take it. Because we're getting it free.
Yeah.
Is that Trinity bone? Trinity bone.
I work it already. And they get my tax now because my uncle now, he's riding the bus just now free.
Yeah.
He's riding the water taxi free.
Yeah.
He's riding the boat free. Everybody have your brother. Well,
Yeah.
everything. Because the last one, you was 60 years.
Yeah.
We had no big party for me yet because everything closed down.
Yeah. We want to keep a fat.
I go come just now. You're going to change the course next year.
Nice.
Alright.
Have a nice night and sit down relaxing watching all you.
Nice, man.
Nice,
Thanks
man.
for the
Thanks very
call.
much.
Yeah. Yeah, but them children like get born with chip. I remember.
They know everything about computer. You know how to show them much.
No. Well, you know, I used to have you when it comes to the thing. But I remember I had a phone. I can't remember what phone it was, but I was fighting up. to get a particular setting. I try all kind of different, one kind of different menu and thing. My daughter watching it. She watching the fighter. Daddy, I said, girl, I'm trying to get this thing. She take the phone. Okay. This is what you're looking for?
Yeah, nah, they know everything.
And she just get
about
a
phone.
Say, way good.
My little son here on my phone. But I know to me, I never give him a password. But he just take up my phone and go and be in the phone. So I say, but I never give him no password.
Yeah.
He go in and he go on YouTube and he looking for, they have something that is watch called Minecraft. Don't ask me what it is.
Yeah.
All I know, that is, if there is a game, they just play a game, I forget it called, they have a different name for the game. But it's not a bad game, eh? It's not like a game, a fighting game. It's like a building thing with...
I know it, I saw it.
No, and them showing me their house and land and all kind of things. So I said, okay, I can get this by. Pleasant good night, Rubber Dub Dub.
Yeah, I'm back again. You know what? Those children nowadays, they're born with phone in the head.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
From the mother, father, and the grandfather. Because what you don't know, them know.
Yeah.
You buy a phone, but I'm 71 right now, and I can't use a phone like them. My phone, hello, I'm coming. Hello, I can't come.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, you're going and dig up in the phone and see who can
Yeah. Oh boy, it's different.
As you miss them, then I room by themselves and they dig up in the phone.
Yeah.
When they come out back, they start to laugh at you. So that's the good for my children nowadays. Children 10 years now and children 10 years ago were two different 10.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
For knowledge and we used to do the LTM and long division. Them do multiply 2 by 5 by 2 by XI and all kind of canal. They know that. We don't know what them thing there. We know what long division, cross your exercise book, and they walk up the songs and they do estimates for the crowd get the songs. But them do nothing again. Pap, and give answer. Right? They walk out you answer the songs. To show you miss, well, look, I'm in for 8 by 2, and I get that, it's 10, what the case of it, nothing they're doing.
Yeah.
And we don't know, we can't help them. We can't sit down and help them, because we don't know what they're doing. Right? They could read good, but they're still stupid.
Yeah.
Not sorry. Have a nice day.
Yeah, man.
Right, I'm moving until about 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
Nice, man. Yeah, I was contemplating watching some cricket tonight, eh?
Yeah.
But I see 1:30 is the game. See, boy? I ain't know. I had to get up early.
So school is every day, or always virtual is every day?
Virtual every day. 8:30 to 2.
Okay, like normal school, basically.
Like normal school. From what I understand, Standard 5's supposed to go out from February.
Yeah.
From what I understand, so they're making Standard 5, Form 5, anyway, I think those who doing exams, I think this
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's important to get our hands on,
Yeah.
you know, to be with the teachers in the same room. You know, that's important too. So, but I mean, we had to understand that this is COVID time, so we had to adjust to COVID time and just do what we need. I can't see too much schools opening at the same time, but I think they have a good idea what they want to do.
Macintosh.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Yes, fellas, me again. Yeah. What are you say? You watching thing tonight?
I say I want to watch the cricket tonight.
Ready Baker.
The Baker.
You know, mix them up with Ready Baker.
All right, hold on. Let me correct you. Last night it had cricket
Yeah.
with India.
India would have won the fourth test match.
Right, and they won the series.
Yeah.
Last night I watched cricket until it finished about maybe 4 o'clock this morning. Tonight,
Watching again.
no, that is not cricket. Tonight, West Indies playing bat and ball.
Really?
There's a difference.
So last night you watched cricket because India, Australia was playing.
Because them fellas playing cricket.
And West Indies playing bat and ball.
This present West Indies team, them fellas playing bat and ball. That not cricket. You understand? And this is what I and Kun can't see eye to eye for. Because I tell Kun, these fellas and them, we paying the West Indian cricketers for potential, not performance. Because you can't tell me West Indies cricketers has been ranked 8th for the last 5 years.
5?
For the last 5 years.
More than 5?
Well, I'm being generous. Right. But yet still, when you look at payment for cricketers in the world, you is the 4th highest paid.
Wow.
It's madness.
Yeah.
How you could be the 4th highest paid and you rank 8th for the past how much years? And with a strong possibility to go 9th. Because remember now, you're playing, and when you play, you gain points.
Yeah.
So if we ain't get no points, and Bangladesh done above we already.
Yeah.
So me understanding that. But just oppose something, and I keep telling people, it is not until you start to hit them fellas and them in the pocket that they will perform. How come when these same fellas, with the exception of 1 or 2, how come these same fellas who playing for West, when they put on the maroon colors, they can't perform? But as they put on an IPL shirt or a Big Bash shirt, you want to know if it's the same people. How come? Because you know why? When you go across there, these people and them, they pay you to perform, you had to perform.
You have to perform.
I had the remedy for them, you know.
Yeah.
Here the remedy.
Drop.
Here the remedy for them fellas and them. As you sign a contract, everybody sign a contract. Alright. For making the team, I'm just using some rough numbers. Because remember them fellas getting paid in US, eh? Right. For making the team, if everybody get your base to start with is 5,000 US, right, everybody getting that. You're a batsman, to get more money, you're getting paid run score. Your score runs,
Get more money.
you get, let me say, $100 per run. Right. So you ain't score no run, you have no more money to get.
You can't make no duck then.
But you can't make duck because if you could make duck, but you have no more money to get.
Yeah.
You're a bowler, we giving you money for every wicket you take. And not because you gain money for every wicket you take. You go take a wicket now, and then end up like this boy who was this West Indian fast bowler here from Trinidad. The man that make Courtney Walsh and Courtney Ambrose stop playing cricket.
Oh gosh.
Who is that boy?
Oh gosh.
Who is that? This boy from Sandy Grande, he was the last coach at Trinidad here. Moving Dillon.
Moving there?
Yeah, so you don't know that Moving Dillon when Courtney Ambrose and Moving Dillon, Courtney Ambrose and Courtney Walsh bowl. After them fellas come off, they have side 40 for 4. Because remember them fellas, you had to bowl about 6 overs or 7 overs each.
Right.
When they throw the ball for Moving, and Courtney and them come back, it's 300 for the same point. 300.
Wait.
I'm telling you,
Oh God, they go mash up.
the
Mash
only
up
reason why he put Courtney Walsh
40 for 4 is 300 for 4. I hear listen.
Well, listen, the only reason why Courtney Walsh stopped so long is because, remember, he did close to breaking the world record of 519 wickets. Courtney said he can't take that, he stopped.
Yeah.
Right, so coming back to these fellas and them now. There's a bowler. Your job is to take wicket. Every wicket you take, you get whatever we agree. If your bowler no ball, I take away our money from you. If your bowler no ball, that resulted in a wicket, we double the money that we taken away from you.
Hey,
You understand?
There is a good thing. A good thing is not the financial manager.
Oh, hold on, but listen.
That's same real money.
You watch these fellas and them when I watched them fellas and them the other night, the last game them fellas play. When they was in New Zealand. You lost in and them fellas giggling and skinning, no remorse, nothing but because you know why? Win, lose or draw.
They get paid.
Oh, you know. So what's the consequence? There's no consequence.
Yeah.
No consequence. And I will leave all you with this. You see tonight, these fellas and them who playing tonight, you will see they might not win. But what you will see is grit and determination. Them fellas they will go out and play hard cricket. And that is what you want. Because I have also been saying they need to drop the whole West Indies team minus about 3 fellas and pick a new team. Because you cannot make an omelette unless you break a gun.
Thank you, Willie.
Hey, yeah boy, we're cricket later, so all you know what to do. I'll pass one.
I'm not a cricket fan. So
Well,
I'm not a cricket fan. But
that's okay. That's okay.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I have to make up my mind as to if I will watch, if I'll be up that hour. Right, these days.
Cricket is just one of the games I never gravitated to.
What? Thing hot tonight, man. Rubber Dub Dub.
Greeting. Professor Williams, please, this is Black. We're still going to win the match, the series. In a story. I'm betting him a buckler, a brandy.
Will you hear that, right?
Brandy. Yeah. We're still going to win the series. In a story. Him a buckler, brandy, I will be by Danny Film.
Yeah. All right.
What you win?
Nice.
And if he lost, buy a buckler, brandy for me to do, I don't drink.
Alright, man, thank you.
Where return a call?
Yeah. I find Black Sabbath a Paul King's Douglas kind of
Yeah, that's the same thing run through my mind just now. The man of a Paul King finish. That run through my mind just now. I was going.
Paul playing all the thing down here.
Paul, yeah, right.
Yeah, man, kick can still wear Tibaltanian.
I know if you kick it, man. Yeah, right.
Tibaltanians. Vibe. Tangible.
Well,
yeah,
so we are cricket tonight to watch, man.
Yeah. So here, before we go to the cricket, let me take a little break now. I want to go and get some water to drink and think. Jillian!
Let me run
something and we take a small break.
2 hours or some kind of thing. We go come back.
Come back and play some card and thing.
We will come back just now. You'll play card.
I know.
You go watch me play card. You know.
I must say it's been a real great experience knowing Victor and the crew at Audio Works. As far as sound goes, they've been excellent in quality. Starting from a small background and growing. They're not only growing in staff and equipment, but also the professionalism they've definitely excelled in the sound systems that they have coming in, and the quality has been great. I love using AudioWorks, and again, you know, it's just been a joy to be around with that crew, and I just be working alongside AudioWorks. We do lighting, sound vision here, and it's always good to have a good audio crew to come alongside us, and AudioWorks is definitely the sound company of choice for us here. So big up to AudioWorks, and looking forward to bigger things happening later on, even though it's big now, but definitely excited to see what the future holds for the sound company and lighting and everything to do in the entertainment industry.
Hey, right.
Cricket. I think it's track and field.
Track and field.
Yeah, track and field.
We used to run on.
Yeah, I used to run.
You stop.
Long time. No, listen, people, I never tell people get to have this. People watch me. When I tell them I used to do high jump, though. You used to do high jump? When I used to do high jump at secondary and comprehensive.
High jump, you say?
High jump.
What I want to
No, hold on. I come to tell you.
high jump.
Secondary and comprehensive school level, there was one man that could have beat me, and that's because he was like a foot and something taller than me. The man tall, he just walk over the bar.
Walking over.
Yeah. So when I started, no, although I was short, I had powerful legs. Okay. And I mean, growing up in the farm, Kumuto, you know, you're running.
Your knees strong.
Yeah. So, and I like the high jump thing, but then that time we used to use the two main techniques. Was one they call a straddle, so you kind of like you roll over the bar like you lie down, and next one was a scissors. So you kind of walk up and you lift one leg, you go over, and then you bring over the next leg with it. They call that scissors.
Okay.
Right, but you always upright with that one. So it's like
that's the one way to run, and you just kind of jump and throw. Right?
Not backwards, nah. This one is like you're just upright. So you throw over one leg, and then you just pull the next leg over when that one reach. So always in an upright position.
Okay.
The straddle now is like you line down and roll off. So you actually, so this is the bar. Your body actually becomes parallel now. So your head will go first, and then like you lie down and roll over the bar. Right, that's the straddle.
Okay.
Right. The other one now, which I learned because I find I only get reaching a certain height and I can't cross the bar. That time the bar was like about this.
Yeah.
And I realized I was straddling, I tried all kind of thing. Scissors are all the picture. I couldn't make it right with scissors. But at least straddling, you can throw, you know, it's like a dive over, but kind of cross sideways. So, but I only reached so far, boys. I've gone in the library and I decided to look up some books on high jump. And I came across some information on this new technique that they call the Fosbury flop.
The what?
Fosbury flop.
Fosbury.
The man who invented it, his name was
like
Fosbury. Nah, it's the reverse. The man who invented his name was Fosbury. So the style that you see people using now for high jump, that is the Fosbury flop. Okay. So you go up to the bar and it's like you turn down. And you go over by your back this time.
Yeah.
The straddle you're going over by your belly.
Okay.
The flop you're going over by your back. And you're going over so. I said, oh. And they break it down, tell you which foot to lift first, which is the push off, which is the thing. And I said, okay. I used to jump over my height.
I used to go over the bar too.
Over by the bar.
By the bar.
Nah, so I was the first person in my school, St. Grady Junior set, to implement that jump. When I did it the first time, people draw jump. Wow, what is that? The crowd, people came out just to see that. Everybody doing a normal straddle, or the scissors, and men making some good idea because that man was sick something. He just leaping over that bar like nothing. I rest some Fosbury flopping days. And the competition came down the two of me.
You and the tall man?
Me and the tall man.
Oh gosh, I feel somebody coming to talk about this.
Yeah. So I actually used to jump.
That man who called it, you know.
Yeah, I used to jump over my height.
Rubber
Dub Dub?
Rubber Dub Dub.
Yeah, boy, Alan. I mean, Eric, boy.
Yeah.
I was now about to call you to ask you about that same Fosbury flop, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That revolutionized high jump.
But it had this boy, Bashin is the name now, boy.
Uh-huh.
You know, Bashin, the man who is number one in the world now.
Okay.
One of them, them Eastern, them down by either, not Ethiopia, not down by them Arab country.
Right, yes, yeah.
That's Bahrain.
Okay.
Bahrain. A tall, nasty fella.
Yeah.
Watch out. That man going over them thing they like nothing.
Yeah, boy.
Nothing. But I will take you back in memory.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have had to learn to do the Fosbury flop and all of them things.
Why? I mean,
you used to watch them movie long time, them karate. With Wang Yu and all them fellas and them.
Yeah.
Wang Yu used to stop from on the ground and jump over on tree and all kind of things.
One-arm swordsman and all them things.
I remember them things by Eric. In them days, Wang Yu and them fellas going over all kind of tree, just so from on the ground.
Yeah.
You just see them fellas and them stop and they spring like cat. Yeah, they go over. So I used to say, but how come these fellas and them not do Olympics?
They never go in the Olympics. Willie. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's serious thing.
Yeah. So the man I talking about, I know if you watching this one, you might see it. Owen Shade, a good friend of mine. You mean
Owen Shade?
Yeah.
From the east?
From the east, from Grandy at the time.
That's some shade.
He wasn't an evening shift. I was on morning shift. And that make us friends. And we end up going comprehensive.
So you come second?
I come second, but
I see.
Going comprehensive, the man bust me tail again.
Yeah.
I come second again.
Can't be the man at all.
Nah, boy, he too tall, boy. Jeez,
Olympics, track sport and thing. I used to run, you know.
Yeah.
Used to run.
From what? No, from what? Run from what?
Father LPs. Back in them time, this is some
well,
years
yeah, of course.
Now I just run.
I ain't talking yesterday. I talking about
run.
decades.
Run. Them trend from my memory. That Other than that.
Right,
Nice,
I still like them
thing nice. We had to push them thing for the youths now, man. Sports and thing, man.
Yeah,
you had to get them off them devices. I had to beg them try to come off them devices. You give them a chance to sit down on them.
You know, that's a good point you're making there. I remember a certain gentleman, I won't call name, a certain gentleman, I try to phrase this proper. Many years ago, when I was a young fella growing up in church and that kind of thing. So I had, a young fella, I had real energy. Up to now, I had real energy, but them days I had energy. And I cannot be inactive for too long. I have to be doing something. That's just me. So at times you go on by the past and complain, say, hey boy, I can't deal with Eric boy, the boy this and that, and he had too much pace and thing. See, pastor to that, I said, so what are you doing about that? So I mean, he said, if you realize he have all of that thing, then you have to find a way to harness it. Right. Don't make it a problem. So it was a problem for him. Yeah, it was a problem. So what you say this thing? Now, the thing about it is we seeing that happening, for instance. I use it as a reference. We seeing, this generation, like you're living with a device. We seen it as a problem. What we had to do is find a way to manage it. Don't take them away from it. Yeah. Because it's part of their life now. It is part of their reality. You can't get away from that. So we had to find a way now to harness it and manage it proper. so it doesn't become, let them use it wisely. In other words, don't let that control their life. But at the same time, it's not. We cannot say we trying to take it away from them. It is part of their existence, their generation. We just have to find out how to
We didn't have no cell phone. We didn't have no phone when I was small. You sit down on no cell phone. You can't sit down on the TST phone. We got to press the number.
You see the video the grandmother give the girl a dial. Say dial so number, the girl pushing she hand again.
In the hole?
Yeah. She don't know what to do. You pushing the hand and don't say you want to pressing the numbers down.
Way.
But there's the reality of life. I mean, because I'm sure that generation, when they saw that, wanted to know, what is this?
No, there was some, I showed my daughter a cassette.
Ooh.
I found a cassette.
Yeah.
Going through some stuff.
What is that?
She wanted to know. She wanted to know what it is.
Yeah.
What's that? I said, this is that cassette. I said, this is what we used to record music on, listen to music on and things. So she watching it. She to watch it, she turn it around. What is going on? I said, well, it's going in our radio. I said, what we do? You know, on the radio, I can show her.
Explanation.
You know, and it was like them and all, them watching this thing and they, a cassette.
Yeah. I don't know how true this is, and if anybody out there, if you heard this story, you could call and verify if it's true or not true. But
let me know.
I was told, many years ago, when the first automobile that went to Blanchie shares, the people went and cut grass for it. No, serious. No, and listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about the people of Blanchie shares. I love Blanchie shares. But I'm just saying what our history was like, because, seeing something for the first time.
But
and if you remember those cars, that big headlight on top,
and
like eyes.
Big long time cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was it because I always hear my grandmother talk about when they were living fishing pond side.
Yeah.
Right? No, not fishing pond, sorry. Vega the old push. That's up Granby side.
Yeah.
And when the first car was coming up the road, everybody started run. Running out the road, and boy, I jumped me coming making noise. And there's a car coming in because there's no street light to see nothing. So all they see is these two things looking like two eyes coming towards them. And everybody started running. Everybody getting out of the way.
I remember when I was in my early years of school, between 6, 7, around it, maybe 8 years. I remember traveling in a car that the jack had a crank up from the front end. Yeah. Like a jackhammer, stick it in front of the engine and crank it up.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I never had the pleasure.
Yeah, boy. Crank up that.
Like you know, sometimes I was explaining where's the outhouse.
Teaching
because something I can't remember what I was doing. And well, if they get put out, they will go and live in the outhouse.
Oh, what?
So I just say, well, no, an outhouse is not a next house. It's not a house outside. Oh. So, you had to explain to them what an outhouse was back in the day. You know, because...
Boy, generation.
No, but yes, and it's good. They didn't. I always say, I think my childhood, being an 80s baby, 90s child, it's different than now. They half the things we used to enjoy. Well, I know this one will have some rubber dub dub. Let me hear you.
Speak up. Hello?
What you going on, car? Eric, you remember calling some names of some cars for you?
Yeah.
Prefect.
Yes.
Morris Minor.
Oh, yes.
Vauxhall.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I know that one. Once you call and one I know, I go respond.
Viva. Kingswood.
Oh,
know
yeah.
that one.
Yes, yes.
So, all you know about good car and
Yeah,
things like.
man.
You understand?
And the Kingswood had a sister car called the Belmont.
Well, listen, Eric, I'm going in. This is more in your area now. You is a man into videography and all of this kind of thing, right? Taking out picture and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then last you go and buy a roll of Kodak film.
Oh, now that you're old school,
Yeah, boy.
talking there, no film.
And the little
But
cube.
Eric, I'm telling you
The
that, but
little
you
flash.
don't
The little
go
the
and
thing you
like
the
film and
film
put it
used
in
to
the
be
camera and you can't put it in with a light and all kind of thing.
Yeah, make sure dark.
No.
And then you have your cube flash, Bob. You only get 4 pictures from
you
each
understand?
cube.
No, all them Me Too and all coming out with camera, you just
Yeah, I've me too with a camera in my pocket.
you're just putting your card inside there and everything now digital.
Yeah.
Everything now digital. So sometimes you just have to really go back and look at where we was
Yeah.
to where we are now.
Yeah.
And I admire because remember when we was growing up, we had our time too, and our parents used to say, "Well, what is this? Which is all you doing?" So now, our children, because I see all you talking about the phone and how that is their time now.
Yeah. Willie, let me give you one. I remember as a young boy growing up, I always loved music and things. All a couple of brothers used to DJ. So, you know, we have a music system home and thing, turntable, and we little 2-3 CJ case with the record and all that kind of thing. So I remember a time some folks came and they lined me with mommy and daddy and you know, and they having a little session and the TV was on. And when news time came, I went and take off the TV, but they nearly killed me. But they would look at the news. I look at the play music because it's news boring. Right to me, That's that time,
But
No, just hold on. No, you believe I just hardly watch anything on TV except news.
But Eric,
At my
I remember long time I had my little set home too.
Yeah.
And when I pung in my music according to Sprang, when especially a little Bob Marley and them thing and the OJs and all them fellas and them back in time and brass construction and all them, when I pung in out my music. My mother used to say, William, you had to play that so hard.
Yeah.
Used to say, but mommy, the thing that you know, I think it come full circle now.
Yeah, exactly.
When my children and them, you know, sometimes I just say, oh God, all you tone it down, tone it down. So, you remember, I don't know if you ever hear this saying from the old folks.
Yeah.
Remember, tell me if you know this one, Eric. Hog did ask his mother how he mouth so long.
Yeah.
And what was the answer?
I hear that a while back.
The answer was, Bam my picnic, you go see him. It's come, you coming.
Yeah.
So that's life.
Yeah.
Everything is in circle, you know.
Yeah.
Everything is in circle. Now I remember a long time I watching. When we go into school and you have to work out something, you remember to do work out square root, you have to go on a graph book and all of them kind of thing to work out square root and all that. No, you just punching in figures to the extent that about sometime last year, boy, I working out a calculation because I in the electrical field and all kind of things. So I was working out a calculation to size a cable and all that kind of thing. And then my phone with me. You know, I sitting down there and I trying to go back to do my long division. And Eric, it's pressure, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Can't remember.
I remember, boy. I eventually work it out because I say, no, ting. And what you see, once you see with that now, I just punch in my business and I get my answer.
Yeah.
So it is an important tool now. Your phone now is a tool, you know.
Yeah.
It's a tool, you know. And as everything else, we just have to learn how to use the tool
Correct.
and don't abuse it.
Correct.
The abuse is where the problem is.
Yeah.
But this is an important tool, fellas. Later.
Yeah,
Nice,
man, really.
man.
Thanks.
Yeah, boy, going back in the old school. Look at call me, you know, give me the stories a long time.
I see Richie now put out that car name, the Zephyr 6.
Zephyr 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, because his name is Zephyr, yeah.
Morris Minor. Morris Minor, all that kind of thing. You understand?
Oh, yeah, so we nice, man.
In them days, when you had a Toyota, a Royal Saloon.
That's how.
Listen,
You know how much?
that's like a Benz
You
in
know
the
how
day.
much for a new model Royal Saloon right now?
No, yeah.
Make a guess.
I'm going to feel it, guess. $250,000.
$500,000.
Cheese and ages.
And watch, man. It's nice.
Nice, it is a good
It's
car.
real
Royal
nice.
Saloon, boy.
If you see it, I was looking at one online recently. They released the 2021 model sometime in December, or just before Christmas Day. But if you see that thing,
The father told me a story with it when that car did now come out now. This fella, old gardener, going in the showroom, talk to the man. He said, "Listen, I want to check this car." Man come out from the gardener,
in the boots
tall
and
boots and everything, yeah. And he going in. You want to see this car? No, I want to see the car. I'm interested in it. Let me see the car now, man. Take
they
it.
don't play them.
Man, real dumb. Right here. I mean, I see videos of it, but remember father told me that right here. Check it out. Real dumb play the man. He has to see the manager. So some senior person came out and dealt with him. Sit down in the car, thing. They take a small drive and thing. They reach back in the showroom. He said, I come in just now. Go on in the old car and come up with a paper bag and cash it.
And buy it.
Hold that.
One
On the
time.
car. That's it. Yeah, boy.
That's
that's
the old one.
Yeah. Royal Saloon.
Royal, nah, that's a Krong, Super Saloon.
So let me say something hello to some big people as we
Shout them out.
Let them come on, let me talk.
Hey, we didn't know this one. This is looking like a root cover. 646.
Yeah.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Yeah.
Okay, but outhouse. In my days, we know it as outhouse, you know, with a latrine.
Correct, that's right.
Well, I was trying to be
politically
correct.
When you go in the latrine, so some of them box are cover, some of them come in, look down the big woman cockroaches in.
That's right.
Sometimes you young that cockroach bite you.
True.
Yeah, cockroaches bite you, boy. You jump. so in my days, though, that was latrine.
Yeah.
We had a latrine, but our latrine used to be real clean and with nice seat and cover and thing.
Yeah.
When I do anything we had no father, my mother say, we had a big brother and sister. In those days, long time, we used to call them sister and brother.
Right.
So my mother say, wait until when you see a sister come on your bed, because it's a bit bad, you know, sister and brother is a bit bad.
Yeah.
You see what you do there? I'm going to tell your sister and your brother when they come. And I will go in that latrine and start to cry and start to pray.
Yeah.
And pray that my mother wouldn't tell them. You know, sometime I in that latrine, I pray so much I drop asleep. Yeah, I drop asleep. Now they hear they call me and I jump up.
Now go to your falling.
And I no, it's made kind of smallish now.
Yeah.
So, so we were not that some mother was in the latrine and I drop asleep. So 8 days you could hide in latrine and all kind of thing because I heard my mother give a joke and say that when I got older, you know.
Yeah.
And how a lady had her husband there in the house and she would say she wanted to go in the latrine. And when she go in the latrine, it's somebody else. And the husband come with a flamboyant.
Yeah, that's how you had it. That's how it is. That's how it was, yeah.
And that is what it was in those days. Latrine was a place to hide. People used to hide.
Yeah.
So now it's toilet, and the children don't know anything about latrine. They don't know anything about latrine at all.
And here now, imagine you want the latrine to actually use the latrine, and when you finish everything, you realize no paper. You gotta call out now. Frank! Bring some guys and paper.
My name on the TV, ask Roland Kelly and TV Mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but TV Mommy, that is how they call me, TV Mommy. But now, this is a real name for me, TV Mommy, but I was on the air one day listening, and I hear a man saying, or an announcer saying, I said this for my TV Daddy. so somebody else catch it up now as TV Daddy.
Nice.
So everyone had to put a copyright.
Yeah.
This is his name, TV Mommy, you're in TV Daddy now. So everyone had to put a copyright.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right.
So keep it up.
Thanks for calling. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you know, as you say TV there, no long time. You gotta listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. It's radio. You're listening to TV6 on the radio. Yeah, you find it on TV. Yeah. I can remember when my father brought home our first TV.
Yeah.
Was a Magnum. Color TV, why? We're telling you.
I know what black and white.
No, we had a black and white. It's small.
That's
one.
Rubber Dub.
Yeah, Eric and Butcher.
Eric and Baker.
Asking only a question there. What it is, all outhouse or latrine used to have that, it must have on an outhouse or latrine.
You mean other than cockroach?
Yeah.
What, boy?
A Japanese boy.
On the left hand corner.
On the outside, as you go in close to the other dog.
All outhouse always have a Japanese boy.
It's a complete
But no,
I'm not doing anything, you're only watching out to see, make sure no Japanese flying.
Yeah, but you must get a Japanese.
Yeah.
For that.
Our first TV was a Sylvania.
And a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Sylvania black and white, bro.
I don't know the name of the little small black and white one of them.
Yeah.
That I had a long time. That was the black and white one. If you want color, you take a different piece of plastic, a color, like a red, you get color, you get the same thing red. That kind of color. You know? But when that TV come in, Magnum, fresh, I think that turned so.
Yeah.
You had to turn it to the volume button, is the power button, you push it.
You pull it.
Things over
pull the turn on and
And then one is for AM. One is for. I forget how it used to go, but it had two. Yeah. UHF and VHF. That was it.
Rubber Dub.
No, the thing is Rubber Dub.
Eric. The name of the TV Butcher talking about it. I hear you all talking about Sylvania.
Yeah.
What about Curtis Mattis?
Good. I know about it, but we didn't have one.
I never
know about that. Yeah.
What? Boy, Curtis Mattis was before Sylvania?
Curtis Mattis, GE, General Electric and thing.
Yeah, but Curtis Mattis, but when you have a Curtis Mattis TV, you in the game?
Yeah.
You
True.
Yes, but your parents have
top
paper.
of the line TV.
Yes, Curtis Mattis, boy.
Yeah, man. Alright.
And before TV, well, the neighbor had a color TV.
Yeah.
And he had a VCR. So the neighbor every Sunday from 12 o'clock as they done it.
Yeah. Movies.
Going over and it's only Chinese.
Yeah. That was
only kick up Bruce Lee and them for the whole Silver Fox and them.
Yeah.
When you're done by 5 o'clock, you're done watch them, all them karate. You're going outside now and you're going and you want to try out with watching them.
What generation is that something? From our generation, the big change from black and white to TV, that's a big thing. So we ain't care what we're watching. No, the thing is, we had black and white for years.
Yeah.
So, simple thing like Sesame Street, everybody want to see that because we seen thing in color.
Yeah.
That was so amazing.
Yeah, you see.
So we had a Sharp.
To watch Sesame Street.
Yeah, so our first color TV was a Sharp. But I remember Sharp. I remember when we had the Sylvania, the electrician used to come home to fix the TV. Couple times TV.
And you want to get trouble, hit it on the side.
Yeah,
And he catch
it
back.
was like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Man come home. This sort of gun, all kind of thing, open the back of the TV and fix everything. I turn it now.
Not them flat screen now, no, when it's for your third way.
Yeah, true that.
You had a bar next TV.
Yeah, that's
but that's the evolution of the world. Yeah. You can get radio on your phone, you can get radio on your phone. You can watch the news on your phone. Yeah, as I say news, boy, so tomorrow the United States
new president, boy.
Will have a new president.
And men real kicking first about that.
Right? The Trump man, he might pardon himself. He might be the first president to pardon his own self.
Boy, we see how they're working out. Now they only have riot in America.
But I mean,
because they're waiting. They're just waiting.
They get a taste of third world life in the last couple of weeks.
They're just waiting for things to be official.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody say when you're turning up, it's going packs, you're turning it on the TV, pack, going right around.
That is surveying. Yeah. The Sharp had that too.
And you turn it, and then when you turn the little ring,
yeah, to
fine tune it.
Yeah. I mean, nice. So you had two. You had one for the local channels, which was from 2 to 13.
Yeah.
And then when you put that on you,
yeah.
Next knob now.
Yes, the next knob.
For
that's the thing, Richie. That's the thing. Yeah, when Daddy buy the VCR, when the VCR comes, so it come by the watch now, we think see I'm going on and get 2 cassettes now.
Yeah.
And get 2 movies to watch. We waiting now because we want to see how this thing working.
Yeah.
VCR come. Go on and you get to kick up, boy. Come back. Waiting until 7 o'clock because waiting until after the news done. So they watch the news 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Everybody's in the sit down to watch.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon, boy.
When we got ours first, same thing. Watching little. Well, I had one of my brothers always like this military kind of thing. So this thing was Stallone. First Blood
and them
kind of movies, thing. You know. But next one, as Emerald, he was easy black belt, literal black belt.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's the man.
He passed through, not Don Jacob, what's the man name, boy? Oh, I forget the name of the school. But anyhow, but he was like a
Purple Dragon.
Not Purple Dragon. But he was like a third. He ended up making like a third degree black belt over the years. So he was the karate man. So, movies like that, but I think one of my brothers come home with a multicolored movie. Multicolored. You color closely green, you brought him one of those. Boy! Mommy nearly killed that. Never again. She nearly banned VCR, yeah? She said, not here, partners. No. Not in this house. Throw that out. And he comfortable, cock up in football.
And he watching that now.
Last throw in left, right, and center. But he walking on that.
Yeah, but
he barely end up outside.
But if it's your TV in your bedroom, alright. But I didn't throw
everybody boy right there.
So he didn't know if it come
in the living room. No, but he didn't. Right.
Oh my goodness. I think the beta was after that Betamax was after. Richie was first. Yeah, beta was first. But I never had a Betamax player.
I don't read that comment on YouTube. I remember my granny old house phone. The ones you have to pull. The ones you have to put the finger in and turn in a circle. She said that was her toy.
Hey, this is looking like a foreign call, boy. Rubber Dub Dub.
Rubber Dub Dub. Good night, guys.
Good night.
I see you guys are reminiscing, so let me call and let you know When I was younger, now I'm not that old, but you might think I'm really old. But
Okay.
when I was younger, our milk came to our door in a bottle from the farmer. We didn't go to the store to get milk.
Where that was?
In Claxton Bay.
Okay.
When I was in Claxton Bay, a farmer who had cows used to actually bring milk to our door, and my mom would pay him, so we didn't need to go to the store for milk.
Awesome. Right, well,
Okay.
I just had to walk down the back of the house and get milk because we used to pull it straight from the cow.
Excuse me.
But I wonder if it's not by all that he used to come for cow milk, boy. That man used to come.
With the whole COVID thing, I just want to say this. I know it's a bad time for everybody, but I'm just happy that a lot of kids are getting to spend time with their parents that they never got to spend, before. So that's the one positive.
Yep. It is.
Okay, have a good
Where
night.
you calling from?
From North Carolina.
North Carolina. Right. I was just trying to remember where.
I was trying to remember which Carolina it was.
North Carolina, yeah.
Not
Carolina. In the USA where they refuse to let go of slaves in North Carolina.
Yeah.
That place.
All right,
nice.
Okay, thanks for calling. Yeah.
Yeah, foreign crew in the house.
The pressure said the phone was a toy because she never saw that anywhere else before.
There's some I think it was my neighbor right next door. They had the one part on the ears and one.
Yes, yeah.
They had that. Robert Dub Dub the boss.
Yeah, Eric. I hear you saying you used to get cow milk straight from the cow. You used to go and milk the cow right outside?
Yeah, I grew up on a farm.
Well, here what happening. I won better than you. We had cow. I grew up mining cow and all kind of thing, Eric. And I used to pull it straight from Brownie breast. I'm mining you, me and making the young one smarter than you. When I ready, I thing and I take it straight.
Well, what they say? Well, we used to do that, but we didn't actually put your mouth on the breast. So there's a way you pull it. You and when you pull,
Eric,
it's straight in. But we didn't actually put your mouth on the breast.
I telling you, the breast was mine. You hear what I telling you? I used to take it and. Eric, you know.
Don't show me.
I see Butcher laughing. Africa is joke.
Don't show me.
But there was fun days.
Don't show me how they just take it from the breast. Don't show me.
And this now, the milk warm and nice,
Yeah.
But you making joke, but I had real boy days, but real boy days.
That was tea. You go to the milk and you get your tea one time.
Let me tell you something.
You need to boil it first.
No, that coming on the
them young boy and them know. Long time. Eric, tell me if you know about this. Teeth and foul.
Who don't know about teeth and foul?
Yeah, what happening, Eric? So good. Listen, if I go to teeth foul, in them days, foul sleeping on tree.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just touch one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I so good. When here I go, and here I thing, and I hold the first foul, all here in it, because I don't stretch the neck and I'm a partner downstairs there with a bag waiting. I take one of my old man biggest foul. We make a cook. And the next day I with my old man all in the bush looking for that same foul. All you laughing, boy, listen, I tell you, I had real boy days, boy. Real boy days. I enjoyed it. It was good, and I have good memory.
Nice, man.
Later.
Yeah, man.
But I remember, as you say, catching fowl.
Yeah.
I remember we was going to make a little cook now, boy.
Yeah.
But so we say, I'm small, eh? Going to school still. We say we're going to make fried fish. We find a nice piece of fish and we say, well, we're going to fry it. And my partners, and we take out the fish and we season it up and we have it in a bowl. You know, it's with this big tomcat. When we are looking in the kitchen, take the piece of fish, going running, but if you see all of we running down this tomcat, like if you go and eat back the piece of fish, and boy, I launch a piece of a big stone behind that tomcat, miss, and you know I pick up a fall in the neighbor yard. You pick up, boop, the fall drop down on the ground, boop. Well, we get a fall now. So we end up making chicken and dumpling. The pot change. But training go know about them thing, why? We go and cook dashing bush. Or like, we never cook dashing bush.
Yeah. Dashing bush was a staple.
Well, we got it, so all our we throw scratching like we Then they say, well, which one are they pick? We say, well, we went on the drain and we picked dashing bush. They say, but it had to, it's a wild dashing bush. And they explain, my grandmother said, no, she showed me the one with the inside. The middle is be kind of yellowish, kind of bright yellow color. She said, Daddy wanted to cook tea. They picked that one. I said, well, look, we didn't know that. We just went by the drain. We see dashing bush. And we cut it. And we cook it. Training gonna do them things, boy. Nikki said they had a rotary phone that was working. That's the wife. Nikki, good night. That's my wife. Big up to Anthony and Precious, boy. Tony, what is he saying?
Well, it's one of them. We're not sure who talking.
Well,
saying Anthony and Precious.
Well, yeah. So
they say I wasn't cut out for the killing chicken life. I got the honors of sitting
on the bucket.
While they.
I feel like die Precious.
Could be.
Yeah, sit down on the bucket. We know that chicken thing good. That bucket can't move. Pressure sit down on that bucket. That bucket can't move no way. Sure that.
I saw the one. Well, growing up, everybody had to participate in the chores. You know.
Yeah, well, I know that. Yeah.
But there was still a distinction between the boys and the girls.
As to what you're doing.
Yeah. So when I had a clean chicken, I had to go and hold the chicken for myself. I had to go and hold the chicken, come kill it, and clean it.
Yeah.
When it was time for my sister to clean the chicken, I had to hold it for she. She would just clean it. But I had to hold it and clean it.
And
I also find that unfair. But at the same time, growing up, you know, after I grew up, big man, I understand certain things.
Fallon Andrews, we still waiting, eh? We bust the pot for ourselves last year. For the Christmas, we bust the pot.
Yeah, but I see my Richard Zephyr jump. What about marble pitching?
You know, Richard, right? He could have ball out.
Richard looking nice, man. No, but that was the thing in the days.
I see my wife actually bought some marbles for my son recently.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to see what he did with it, so I had to game it and see if he
the thing about
show him how to play
the thing about these things is what we have to understand is very often is a simple case of making do with what you have.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the kind of things that we exposed to now, so we made do. Marble was fun, you know, spinning top and thing was fun. Now we have other things to occupy ourselves, so you know, it's fun in a different way. And then it has to do with generation too, because we didn't have the kind of technology to distract me.
Yeah.
Like long time. You know. Now children, I mean, in the crib and they're playing with phone. You understand? So very early they get into that zone of, you know, that whole technology thing, and so it's different. But I was a marble man.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Hey, all you talking my thing tonight, boy. What's up?
Yeah, man.
I'm going at you.
Come in.
I'm Eric. You hold on there because I believe you might know.
No, Isaac Butcher.
Isaac Baker.
It's Baker, right, yeah.
Yeah, he's Baker.
Yeah. Here we happening, Baker. You know where's Harley-Cord?
What about who?
Yeah.
What about who?
Yeah.
Harley-Cord.
What is that?
What's Boy, Eric, and you know where's Harley-Cord, Eric?
You catch him back there.
Eric, you know where's Harley-Cord?
With top, yeah.
So
wait a minute, when it's just spinning top,
look my boy doing it there already.
You do like
once you're spinning top and you can't do Harley-Cord, you ain't no top man.
And you catch it.
You have to catch that and you
I used to play with car and thing. Me know what you're talking about here.
But listen, hey, Eric was really carry back these children and them some days and let them see what it
my childhood days is under the house with can.
Let me get this one, Willie.
Yes, pal.
You talk to somebody now and you mention the word zwill. You know what comes to their mind? A big wooden spoon.
But yeah, the boy just
a zwill was your pong to Congo flat.
Pong to Congo
and you pass the thread and you pull it in. That's what we know as zwill.
Two hole in that and you put your string.
Yeah, and you're cutting grass and all kind of thing with that.
Well, listen, man, you making joke. Baker.
I hear you.
You know about Ayo? When I kite Ayo?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one.
I know that one.
So you didn't know we used to put zwill as Eric talk about zwill. We used to put zwill on the kite tail.
On the end of the kite,
to cut somebody
like
else.
to cut somebody else.
I play my kite and I duck my kite and come back and cut your...
Anybody close to you gone through?
But you listen, man, you're making joke. You had somebody this. You had some fun, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, fellas.
Nice,
man.
Nice. I hear 4 minutes.
Yeah. Now, there was some...
4 minutes, I hear. 4 minutes.
Yeah.
No, but that was the days, man. That was the days. The times change and we had to change with the times. I think that is the
yeah.
They say the only thing constant
in life is change.
It's change. Do what you want. Can't fight that at all.
Yeah, that change by choice or you change by force.
But that's some people changing, but they change.
They're changing their clothes.
They're changing, they're going off all kind of
oh,
things.
Well,
I feel like that unchanging, that's not changing. But anyway, where is that topic for next
again,
week?
it's not the manage to change.
See what it is.
Rubber Dub, final caller for the night.
Rubber Dub, love. But good night, the bosses.
That's yeah.
I have tuned in tonight, but I was saying, when last all day about pan cup, boy.
What is?
What's that pan cup?
Yeah.
Pan cup,
you run on there, hide and, hey, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. That real old school,
pan cup. Well, actually, I know, yeah, where I grew up, we used to call it pong pan, but I know what exactly the same game.
Pan.
But similar, yeah.
Yeah, boy, hide and seek.
So, and when you run it, because you had to catch, reach by the pan, pong it 3 times. So, look, Eric by so.
Yeah.
And if I see you, I could go and kick me in the pan.
Yeah.
Before you catch it. And go and hide somewhere else.
No, once the pan and nobody is you to catch.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, man. Good one.
Yeah,
good
man.
one. Good
Who we talking
to?
Tony. Nice, man. Inside.
Yeah, man. All right, take it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nichols, I walked in when my great-grandfather popped the chicken leg after he told me to stay inside. So you know his name after that. Yes, man.
Oh gosh, you didn't want to listen before, you know, start to listen.
Hey, well guys, we don't get the last minute, so we're looking to lock out of this thing. Hey, you had a nice time.
The thing was nice. Go do it again next week.
This is what Rubber Dub is about, you know, and if you want to fall in on the line anyhow, anytime, you could always call the Gaia number 225-9790. They will get in touch with us. Or if you want to link me direct, my number is 477-1121. I can't give out them fellas' numbers, they will give it out if they want. But you can link me direct.
Hey, that enough number.
Let me take one more. Last one.
Will you want to close off? Close you off there, Willie.
Yeah. If battery died just in time, they say put in charger.
The battery in the phone dead.
So let me say thanks to Nicole, Anthony, Precious, Richard, and whoever else, because we have people,
Carolina crew,
we have people calling
Southside crew, people from up in the
on
east.
WhatsApp, all kind of thing, chatting with me and all that.
We nice.
Thanks guys for making the night nice with us. I'm looking forward to Rubber Dub Dub next week. So Jillian,
take me out. Be outside.
I get your message. I see two good things. I say right. Oh yeah. When you try to talk about whole wheat bread, don't let nobody fool you. Know. They target these girls.
Hey, man, clean boss.
Hero to understand each other.
Yeah, I could.
You want to see if I have you?
No, that's right. Do I say so? When
Guys are effort.
Who tell you that?
Oh, you go sit down there and think about nothing.